Dictation number SV12044. Get ready? Start. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me very great pleasure in presenting to you the profit and loss account and the director's report for the year ended 31st March. I am confident that the annual report will be well received. The country is at present passing through difficult times. Inflationary trends are noticed primarily as a result of international oil crisis. The political instability then prevailing in the country was also affecting the economic situation. We hope that in the course of time there would be political stability which would certainly help the economic development in the country. The steady and adequate supply of raw material required by the industry has enabled your company to achieve much higher production. We have also been fortunate in operating our plant without much interruption, as the electric power supply was also quite satisfactory during the period under review. You must have therefore noticed that the total turnover has increased. You will recollect that the rate of dividend was stepped up last year. In view of the improved performance, your directors have again stepped up the dividend rate from 20% declared during the last year to 22% for the accounting year under review. The industry has all along been actively pressing the government to allow import under open general license for supplementing the supplies from the Gujarat State Fertilizers Company Limited. I am happy to inform you that the government has accepted this suggestion of the industry and permitted liberal import under open general license policy. Since indigenous supply was quite inadequate, the supply is being augmented by imports. We therefore feel considerably relieved of the problem of meeting the requirements of raw material for our textile industry in the near future. Although the raw material is likely to cost us to an appreciable extent, we do hope to compensate the increase in cost by increased productivity. The plant has been working very satisfactorily since the beginning of the current calendar year. We are actively engaged in starting the production of synthetic belt, which is presently not being manufactured in this country, and for the supply of which the country has to depend on imports. The technical collaboration agreement for manufacture of synthetic belt has been concluded, and we expect to market the product in the current year. We have received orders from major users of belts. This will considerably improve the profitability of our existing plant. We have also commenced production of belts which are very widely required by industries all over the country. We have spent more than rupees 8 crores on expansion and modernization projects. Your company proposes to expand its capacity further. According to the market survey carried out by your company, the demand is far more in excess of the production. It would be seen from the annual accounts that the company's borrowings have been kept at considerably lower levels. The government has recently reduced the limits for acceptance of fixed deposits. Taking into consideration all these facts, your directors have decided to issue debentures of the face value of rupees 200 lakhs. These debentures will be offered to the Indian resident shareholders only in the first instance, and the other category of investors as are permitted under the relevant guidelines issued by the central government. In view of the very large cover available as security, your directors expect good response to this issue. On account of power shortage, the operations of our factories have been somewhat affected, but we expect the power position to improve shortly, restoring production activities at optimum levels. We expect that the modernization of machinery effected during the latter part of the year under review and during the current accounting year would give us certain additional advantages during the current year as compared to the period under review. Barring unforeseen circumstances, we hope to improve the production and profitability during the current accounting year. I take this opportunity to appreciate the sincerity, spirit of cooperation, and high degree of efficiency displayed by the employees of your company. The company has, in a short space of time, successfully negotiated and arrived at a settlement with its employees for a further period of 4 years for continuous of industrial peace. The credit for this goes to the employees and the representatives also. The above mentioned agreement will give additional benefits to the employees to the extent of more than rupees 40 lakhs each year. The company has continued its interest in the welfare and well-being of the employees. I also take this opportunity of conveying my sincere appreciation to the financial institutions and agencies who have been of assistance to us in furthering the activities of your company. I am grateful to my colleagues on the board of directors for their guidance, assistance, and cooperation. I am sure you will share my sentiments in expressing our sense of appreciation to the managing directors and the staff members for their untiring efforts in the cause of your company's welfare and orderly growth. Dear sirs, we thank you for your letter dated 20th April under cover of which you have forwarded your check for rupees 5,000 towards 25% advance payment. We have noticed that your check has been drawn in our name. In fact, you should have drawn the check in favor of the State Trading Corporation and not in our name. In future, please forward all your payment for steel supply direct to State Trading Corporation and also ensure that payment is made by demand draft in their favor. In this instance, we are crediting your check to our account and in turn are forwarding our own check to the State Trading Corporation towards advance as per copy enclosed. Further, we wish to inform you that the materials on order have been shipped by our principals in Vienna and we are expecting the documents from them within a week. We will file necessary documents with the customs authorities and arrange for clearance and onward transmission to your warehouse. We have discussed your proposal to forward the documents through bank with the State Trading Corporation, but they insist on full payment prior to dispatch. It is therefore necessary that you send a demand draft for the balance amount to them under advice to us so that there may not be any delay on our part in clearing and forwarding the consignment to your warehouse. As the validity of the import license expires by 30th April, we are making all our efforts to clear the consignments before this date. In the event of the ship arriving late, it would become essential to get the license revalidated till May end. We would therefore advise you to approach the Joint Chief Controller of Imports and Exports for this purpose and keep us informed of further developments. In the meantime, we are enclosing herewith our debit note towards our agency commission and our pro forma invoice towards clearing and forwarding charges. We shall thank you to kindly make necessary arrangements to place us in the funds to enable us to proceed further in the matter. thanking you and assuring you of our best services. Yours faithfully. Stop.